All right, so just for the recording, you cannot compare masses, you can only compare moles. Mass is always in grams in chemistry, and the formula for it is moles equals mass over mR. An example of working out molar mass or relative molecular mass or relative atomic mass is the mR of water. All right, water has a formula which is H2O. Oh, I've got a rubber out there. H2O. This is two hydrogens, H and another H, and one oxygen. You look for the big number on the periodic table, that's the top number. H is 1, so it's 1, add 1, I'm substituting the numbers in. And oxygen is 16, so I put 16. So the relative molecular mass of water is 18. 16 add 1 add 1, on 1 add 1 add 16, either way around. Okay, the other thing I'm going to add to it is still working on moles. The really important formula here is concentration is equal to number of moles divided by volume. All right. Now, in chemistry, when it comes to calculating volume, your volume must always be in dm cubed. How do we get from dm cubed? Because in your question, we will give you, e.g., I'm going to give you an example. So in your question, you'll get you'll get something like you have 0.01 moles in 20 cm cubed. We'll give you it in cm cubed, all right? And you can't work with this if you're working out the concentration. Let's change this. What is the concentration of 0.01 moles in 20 cm cubed? What you must do always is change this to dm cubed. And the way to change to dm cubed is to divide it by 1,000. All right. Use a calculator. This isn't a maths exam. So use a calculator for that. Let me just make it neater. Divide it by 1,000. All right. So what we end up with is, I want to work out the volume. Volume is concentration, number of moles, sorry, 0.01. And here that's your number of moles divided by volume in dm cubed, which will be 0.02. So my concentration, I've put a V there. I don't know why I've put V there. We're working out concentration. That's bad. So concentration equals moles over volume in dm cubed. So the concentration of this solution is 0.5. The units will be moles divided by dm cubed, or moles per dm cubed. All right. So I've kind of rushed through that. I really have, because we've done it before. I've expanded the questions. All right. We a long time ago did naming compounds. Balancing equations is there. Just to give you an example of balancing equations, the number of magnesiums on this side is 1. Here's my boundary. The number of magnesium on that side is 1. I'm happy with magnesium. On this side, the number of oxygens is 2. On this side, the number of oxygens is 1. Well, that's not balanced. So I'm going to have to times everything by 2. You cannot change the numbers here. You must put a big 2 at the front. So now my oxygens are 2. But now my magnesiums are 2 times 1, 2 as well. Well, now that's a bit annoying because that's 1. So I have to put a big 2 there. And it's balanced. Right, I'm going to get rid of that. I've recorded this session, especially if I'm sure. I think someone